They just want to go along the same old way.
Although some went on in the same old way, eventually the Middle East embargo would be felt by all of us. 1 out of every 7 gallons of oil we'd been using to power our homes, our cars, our businesses, and our schools just wasn't there anymore. At the height of the embargo, 500,000 people were thrown out of work. Products we manufactured and sold dropped from $10 to $20 billion in value. We were caught by surprise with a crisis that could recur and recur unless the entire country recognized the dangers of a quite real energy shortage. And out of the embargo was born Project Independence, a launching pad from which would evolve this country's first national energy policy. We must be able to cope with future emergencies. We must immediately fully use our traditional energy sources. We must develop new sources. We must manage better the present demands placed on energy. We must conserve. The first 3 goals are largely the job of government and industry. The 4th, conservation, is up to all of us. The blueprint was designed to make the United States energy self-sufficient by 1985. That is, we would import some oil, but would not be so dependent on other countries. To meet this challenge, we must change our energy habits. We must end our love affair with the big car and use buses and commuter trains.
Only passengers with Metroliner tickets may board the Metroliner.
We must walk or use bikes rather than drive. We must pay more attention to energy used in the home, to guarantee that cool air is kept in the summer, warm air in the winter months. When lights aren't needed, they should be turned out. But cutbacks by individuals are not enough to prevent future shortages. Again, the target date for meaningful production beyond what we now have, the next decade. Success has been limited so far in attempts to capture and use the sun's energy directly. But there are an increasing number of solar-heated buildings and homes.
We've been living in solar-heated houses for the past 15 years. Our first winter fuel bill here in Washington, D.C. was only $4.65. We used only 31 gallons of oil for an entire winter, and that was with half our days cloudy and temperatures down well below freezing many times.
The principle of solar heat is quite simple. It works best in areas where most of the days are sunny. Water running through panels is warmed by the sun's rays, heating the house, providing hot water for family use, being stored during the night for use around the clock. Solar heat is practical. It works. But it must be supplemented by traditional energy sources. No real breakthrough has been made in converting solar energy into electric power. Target date for this new development? No year mentioned. Scientists and engineers are engaged in basic research now to find other sources of energy. Wind power, underground coal gasification, breeder reactors, tidal power. But no one presumes to lay down a timetable for achieving man's age-old dream of unlimited energy. The goal seems too remote. For the next 10 years, we must rely on the fossil fuels which have served us in the past. With oil and gas production in this country going down each year, we have no alternative but to conserve. Otherwise, we are faced with a dollar drain that, within one short decade, could result in concentrating the world's wealth in the Middle East. The oil exporter gets richer, and the oil importer gets poorer, and the consumer pays the bill. Unless we conserve while we look for new energy sources, we face the recurring threat of embargoes, of energy circuits breaking without warning. We must recognize right now that energy will cost us more. That is a fact of life. We must make personal commitments to cut down wherever we can on the energy we use. Only this can keep the total energy circuit from breaking, disastrously, for all of us. The energy is here, within this universe, on this planet. It's a challenge facing each of us in all lands, to explore, to find, to develop, and to use wisely, not wastefully, the energy that's here. If we meet this challenge, it will be for the good of all mankind on Earth.